Howdy everyone, my name is Ashley. Over the course of this Pecha Kucha presentation, I will review one specific aspect of culture that took my interest immediately as I began brainstorming for this presentation. Culture refers to the shared beliefs, behaviors, customs, values, and traditions that characterize a group of people, often passed down through generations. Culture is often considered a sensitive topic, so it's important to understand and familiarize oneself with the various characteristics that pertain to each defined group, such as ways of living, religion, body language, attire, and more. There are many characteristics that define and make a culture unique. These characteristics often become a staple of their cultures and are often used around the world to celebrate and represent various cultures such as attire, food, music, colors, social class, language, religion, and more. Within each characteristic, there are similarities that people can bond and create connections over. Characteristics within cultures, I decided to focus on social class. Social class is the shared values, behaviors, and lifestyles that define economic groups. As in the picture you can see on the slide, you can see different types of social classes such as homeless in the bottom tier, working class in the middle, and CEOs, business owners, elite on the top of the tier. Diving deeper into the specifics of the three basic social classes, economic groups are categorized into upper class, middle class, and lower class. Upper class folk tend to value high society events, social class, and elite boarding schools. Middle class tend to value career advancement, family, and shared experiences. Lastly, lower class tend to value resource sharing and community caretaking. Growing up, my parents were migrants up until I was in pre-K. We lived in various states such as Arkansas, Tennessee, and Texas. Later, my parents divorced and my mom remarried. We received food stamps, Medicaid, and financial aid for college. Occasionally, our light would be shut off due to financial difficulties, and we were considered in the middle and lower class. The difference between my son and I in social class is although he is currently only living with myself, a single working mother, he does not receive any government assistance such as food stamps, WIC, Medicaid, and will probably not qualify for financial aid in the future. However, he has not used any hand-me-down clothes, the groceries are bought with money, and he is under my health insurance. Throughout my years of teaching, I have worked with various English and non-English cultures in private and public schools. In the public schools I've worked, I have only worked with middle class and lower class families, such as having administrator educators, children, and working families, as well as lower, non-working immigrant families and unaccompanied youth from Spanish-speaking third world countries. Many aspects of culture, I wanted to focus on social class and its importance to child development to gain an understanding of the world our students may come from and connect what I've learned into my practice as a school counselor. It's important to empathize, encourage, and be resourceful to our students no matter their background, and having a little more understanding of their lives can help us provide appropriate services to them. Creating a welcoming and diverse environment for all provides opportunities for students to feel seen, heard, and builds trust. Building trust in our students, no matter social class, is essential for student success in all developmental areas, such as characteristics like self-esteem, confidence, honor, willingness to share more about themselves, and participate in school clubs and events. Social class matters in adolescents' well-being and development because the way children grow up in their environment plays a crucial and important role on shaping who they are as a person. Each child's upbringings, their values, their family background, social experiences on real world plays a part in how they are successful in their academic and social emotional well-being. The article referenced in this slide discusses a study over the socioeconomic status influence on brain aging and its connection to psychiatric issues in adolescents. This study was done on 470 youth from white, Hispanic, and multiracial. Over the course of this study, the researchers concluded suggesting longitudinal research and intervention. In connecting our reading of social class and its importance to child development, two theories stood out to me, which were behaviorism by B.F. Skinner and ecological systems theory by Bronfenbrenner. In behaviorism, behavior is shaped by rewards and punishments from the environment, while EST explains how different environments interact and shape a child's development, such as microsystems and macrosystems. Collaborating with my campus PIA, I was able to get a little insight into our families that we serve in our school community. I was informed that families that need assistance with resources listed on the site usually have frequent absences and are hard to reach were single parents, immigrant parents, and Spanish-speaking households, which typically fall under the lower and lower middle class. Collaborating with my campus counselor, I was able to get a little insight into the differences in between the social classes in our campus school community, which in reality, there is no set in stone differences in behavior between the classes. I was informed that various cases arise daily, and there is no specific school or class that falls into a specific behavior or issue. Connecting our real-world experiences with social class, I was thrilled because Walt Disney World is a huge part of me, and I usually stay at the Valley Resorts. And it's interesting because you can see the social class differences even at the most magical place on earth. At Walt Disney World, there are value, moderate, and deluxe resorts, which listed on the slide, you can see how each class associates themselves. Stop for a minute, observe your surroundings. You'll see many differences in social classes all around our community. For example, grocery stores like H-E-B. There are 3 grocery stores in my town, and usually you'll find different types of people at these different locations. People also shop at different grocery stores such as Sprouts, Walmart, and local markets depending on class. Similarly to grocery stores in our communities, you may find differences in the gym and health facilities that are being offered. For example, Hotworks, Goat Gym, TrueFit, and Planet Fitness are all gyms I've been a member for a time in my life, and each gym offers a variety of services. But the key part is the prices that are offered and the community of members that attend each gym facility. Pursuing a higher education, students may find various options available that align with their financial, social, and economic needs. Lower middle class groups have the option of paying for their schooling through financial aid and scholarships. On the other hand, upper class groups prioritize high-end universities such as Yale, Harvard, and more, and it is often looked down upon if your parents don't pay out of pocket. There are differences in social class groups in the way the people carry themselves online, such as presentation, platform choice, and electronic use. Upper class groups tend to use sites such as LinkedIn and Twitter for professional advancing, while middle and lower class groups tend to use sites such as Facebook and TikTok for entertainment purposes. Diving a little more into the way we present ourselves based off of our social classes, there are a few key ways that differ between each class, such as spending, investing, attire, communication, community, confidence, schooling, food, vehicles, housing, and leisure activities.